G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 27 of our Hardcore Death Knight achievement run, where this episode we will be finishing this up. We are getting the last two hardcore achievements, starting with Immortal Shattered Vanquisher, which will require us to run up to Shattered Realm 25 in Ultimate. Unfortunately, with the way Waystones work, I'm actually going to have to do up to 35 on normal to get the Waystone. Although I could just do up to 20 on normal and use that Waystone and then do 20 through 25 on Ultimate. I'm not 100% sold on that yet, but we'll see how I feel after doing 20 different shards. So I'm going to show you the very first portal here. This is on normal difficulty. Do your climbing on normal, it will be both faster and safer. But we'll see if I just stop at 20 and then head to Ultimate from there. So the way this works is you kill monsters and they will drop Shattered Souls or not. There's a Shattered Souls and you just get this blue bar to the top and then everything dies and a portal opens somewhere. Then you go find that portal, you go through the portal and you're onto the next chunk of this shard. Each shard, so the shard is the Shattered Realm level, so we're on Shard 1, and we're on Chunk 1, so Chunk 1, 2, 3, and then we get the boss room. So like I said, I will show the first shard, and then I'm going to cut the 2nd through 20th at least out, and I will show you the last shard I do on normal. We'll see how it goes for time. I may... There we go, bar's getting close. I may show you the 30th or 35th, yeah, 35th shard, or I may just cut it and we'll go do the 20th. There we go, the bar was full, everything's dead. So on to the next chunk. You can see up here, we're on chunk number 2. Now these all have extra buffs on them, so getting into higher shards, you can get some pretty nuts buffs on monsters. And then when you combine that with the fact that you can get Nemesis monsters in here, even the ones you don't have unlocked, that could be a problem. These shrines are changing in 1.2, but you can read up here what they do. It's going to cost you an ethereal mutagen, and you basically get increased resistance to slew and crowd control, but you do less critical strikes. Now, my crowd control resistances are kind of okay. Sleep basically doesn't exist. Petrify is rare. Freeze you definitely want. Slow would be good. And my stun is already maxed. So I'm not going to trade minus crit damage for some extra resistances that I don't think I need. So we will skip that one. There is an achievement which you can get on normal for having all of these active. Your initial climb is the best place to get it, because one of the shrines, I think it's the black one, and I have no idea which one it's called, but one of them is quite rare, and you do need to have them all active, so if you don't have that achievement, then by all means, activate all of them that you find. And where are we up to? Give me another boss. Give me something juicy. I guess this is the downside of doing this on normal, is there's not exactly huge numbers of monsters in the packs. So again, blue bar's full, everything dies, and the portal opens up over here. Next up is going to be chunk 3, and it's the same thing again. And you may be beginning to see why I don't particularly enjoy the Shattered Realm. It's the same reason as I don't particularly enjoy the Crucible. It's just this non-ending wave of trash, basically. There definitely are monsters that can kill you in here for sure, but a lot of the stuff in here is just trash. And then you'll find, once you get to the deeper shards, you will find combinations of, maybe you have to fight 2 nemesis at the same time, or maybe it's a nemesis and a pack of monsters, and one of the monsters is arcane. So it can get a little bit dicey, but personally not a fan of the style, I guess. So I'm really looking forward to the ultimate veteran mode that's coming. I can't remember if that's coming in 1.2. I think it's coming with the expansion. But I'm really looking forward to that because I actually enjoy farming the campaign where you don't have a bunch of, you know, molten claws, like fire lizards basically, hanging out in your ice area. You don't have a bunch of poison monsters hanging out in your volcano. The monsters kind of stick to where they're supposed to be, if that makes sense. I'm running away from the portal. So you can see there the timer is getting a bit low. That's mostly because I'm waffling instead of going where I need to go, and partially also because there's just not a lot of monsters at this level. But as long as we finish the boss room before that runs out, we'll get an extra chest. Okay, so we've got Nakrathan the Timeless over here. This guy. This is our boss room, I think. Yep, that's it. Later on, you're going to have boss rooms with 3 or 4 bosses to fight. And then you talk to Mazan. You can either claim your reward, which you do not want to do while climbing. You can claim your reward on Shard 5 and Shard 20. Don't claim it otherwise. You will have to redo sections if you do. So I must delve deeper, and I will see you probably at Shard 20, but potentially at Shard 35. I will show you the last shard I do before swapping to Ultimate, and I will see you then. Alrighty, welcome back, and I'm sorry, I forgot to record the boss room of Shard 20, so unfortunately you're going to miss out on that, but here we go. I wish to claim my reward. And so now we can come out here, we can get our shrine here that we don't actually need, so there's some loot on the floor. And here is all the loot from the first 20 shards in normal difficulty. Let's just pop them all. And then we'll have a look at what dropped. So I'm going to run around and just pick up all of the Eldritch Essences and such. What do we end up with? 1 flower, 4 essences, and a bunch of scrap. So not awful, but not particularly amazing. In terms of blueprints, we got the Waystones there. We've got 2 Waystone actually. So first one for, well actually, this one here, the Shattered Waystone, is for the 5th shard up to the 15th, so we'll eat that. Then the Resonating Waystone is for the 20th up to the 30th, so we'll eat that as well. And then we have the Mythical Windshear Greaves, which I didn't know that was a blueprint. That's kind of cool. These are actually pretty decent greaves. Might be worth making those actually. And Sharpshooter's Glass Eye. In terms of legendaries, I don't think we got any. Let's just turn off rares and MIs. We got 5 blues for 20 shards. Granted, they're early shards, but that's where we are. You can pick that up and sell it all if you want. Didn't get deep enough to get a piece of the Shattered Realm set, but that's it. We're out. Now I'm going to craft a Waystone here. So I want a, where are we up to? This one, I want one of these. It is going to cost me a Celestial Essence, but I just got 4 of them, so that's not too bad. I'll craft that. Now this is, it says it'll let me go up to the 30th shard. This will not let me go up to the 30th shard. So we offer him the shard. He will only let me go to the 20th because that's as far as I've been. I am going to clear up to the 25th. Then hopefully I'll remember, and then we'll go to Ultimate. So I will see you when I get to the 25th shard. Okay, I'm bringing you back here in chunk 2 of shard number 24 because I found a Musiloki, and I figured I would record the fight with him. Now Musi does have 2 forms normally, but I think in the Shattered Realm he just starts in his 2nd form, and well, there we go. Musi's down. May as well just keep recording now. There's, what, 4 more chunks to go, and then we'll be done in normal. So, similar to the lower chunks, or the lower shards, you basically just run around and force wave stuff. Like I said before, Shattered Realm is definitely not my favorite thing to do. But we started out with the goal of getting all the achievements for all the hardcore exclusive achievements, and unfortunately Shattered Realm 25 on Ultimate Difficulty is one of those achievements, so this character will be going that far and actually no further. So when you finish shard number 25 on normal, the blueprint you get at the end of shard number 20 lets you make a waystone that will allow you to open up shard number 25 on ultimate. So I had it the wrong way around. I was thinking that you had to get to the blueprint for beating shard 30 was the one that would let you go to 25. That's actually not the case, and actually it's 35, not 30. But they give you the blueprint at 20, and then that one, once you beat 25, that one will let you open the portal to 25. So what do we got? We got the big T-Rex from the Forgotten Gods. He should go down relatively easily. We've got Korvaak and the Herald of the Flame, so neither of these are going to be particularly difficult. I'm just going to see if I can kill them both at the same time. Watching my health bar. Korvaak is down and the Herald of Flame is falling. Alright, there we go. Shard number 24 is done. I must delve deeper. We are now in shard number 25. And just in case I forget, it is 1 day, 11 hours and 58 minutes, plus however long this takes. I can't remember exactly how long it was when I started, but I will check. I have the recordings. And I think it's been about 2 hours to get to shard number 25, something like that. So as a general rule, I tend to prefer fighting these guys, especially Arcanes in here. Arcane are usually pretty good in here because you can kill them relatively quickly. That does change later on when you can't kill them so fast. Ratosh, I already have, I think. Yep. If you can kill them before they throw their ball at you, they do generally have less health and defenses than the other champion type mobs. So I like them in these lower shards because they give you the same amount of, what do we call this, soul juice? We'll go with soul juice. They give you the same amount of that, but they die in less hits, so it's faster. Alright, so chunk number 2, this one is half done, so we're about halfway through the shard. And if I could find some nice juicy packs, that would be great. Or more champions would also be good. So that Moosey fight, well, that was actually the first nemesis I ran into in here. I have fought a lot of different bosses. I did find the Gazer Man, or the, I forget what the actual boss's name is, but it was the eyeball area. I did run into that. I think that was shard 20, 21 or 22. So this is the second Miss Gazer Man chest armor that I have, and it looks like that. Turns your character into a walking eyeball with a bow. Hang on, let's get nice and close. There we go. Let's put some actual armor on. 10 armor on that. Nice little novelty armor. Alright, did we lose buffs? We did not. Good. Let's keep going. Okay, this is going to be the final chunk before the boss room, so the last time you have to watch me run around and force wave stuff, at least in here. Alright, just double checking that I'm actually recording, because I really don't want to miss this and just come back and be like, yeah, no, I totally did it, guys. Just trust me, bro. I think you can get away with a little bit of that based on like, you know, trust from the audience, but something like this, like 2 hours worth of grinding? Yeah, I bet you didn't do that. Okay, there we go. Shard number 25, chunk 3 is done. Here's the boss room. What do we got? We've got Lunal Valgoth, and we've got Watcher Brandis, and bunch of Grand Viziers. Okay, so nothing in here is particularly threatening. we can pretty much just force wave. I am going to get out of whatever that group is. All the stuff you see on the floor, treat it like cockroaches. Okay, if you see one effect on the floor, you've got thousands. Just if you see one, just move. Right, so we got a Law Note and another Eldritch Essence, and that is shard number 25 done. And I'm going to claim my reward. And then we're going to head to Ultimate and do shard number 25 on Ultimate. Now, all this stuff is still here. I should have actually... I'm going to pick all this up and sell it just so we can see the new stuff. I don't see any MIs in this at all. Alright, let me go ahead and eat that. And yeah, I don't think there was any actual MIs in this, but that's fine. I definitely don't want any of that, so we can sell that nicely. I'm going to hang on to the Misgazer Man. I will never use it, but it's a nice little trophy to fill up my stash with. Okay. Loot's off. Let's go ahead and open all of this. I did already open that one, so we missed a little bit of loot from that. Okay. So a few rare crafting components there, bunch of bits, and probably a ton of normal crafting components. Calidor's Vestments, Night Hunter's Chest Guards. We did get a purple item this time, so Infernal Brimstone, level 94, so I guess it scales to you. But yeah, we went through all of that, and we got one legendary, and it's been 1 day, 12 hours, 4 minutes, so I think it's about 2 hours, and that's the whole. Okay, now with that said, let's go ahead and make another one of these. So if we go to the last tab and do Waystone, Resonating is the one you're going to want. One Eldritch Essence and some other really cheap, basically free stuff. I'm going to go bank this, and then we're going to head to Ultimate and do shard number 25. Alright, exit menu, yep. We want Ultimate now. Here we go. Now I'm going to record the entirety of shard 25 in Ultimate, because if I have to suffer through it, so do you. No, you can definitely skip some of this. Skip this. If I remember, I'll put a timestamp in the description, or I might just speed this up. Maybe I'll run this at double speed. That might be a way of doing it. Right, I have a Waystone. Here's a Waystone. Okay, so well, that's annoying. I guess we're starting at the 20th. With that in mind, I'm going to cut this out here, and I'll see you when I get to the 25th. Alrighty, so we're heading into chunk number 3 of shard 25, and then I'll show the boss room as well. I didn't want to show all of this because on ultimate difficulty this is considerably slower. I mean, these things obviously have a lot of health, I say as they die immediately. Some of the chunkier monsters, like, do we have any here? Like this griffin is probably going to be fairly chunky. Same with this one here. They are dying, but this is not 1, 2, 3 hits, anything like that. And there is a decent chunk of kiting involved in this at this level. So 25 for a leveling build is not amazing, but it's not horrible either. So we'll get through this. It's decently fast, but this is not a finished, polished build full of legendaries. You are going to have to go a little bit slow, or at least a little bit slower than, you know, some of your finished builds. But it is pretty safe. As long as you don't stand in too much, you should be fine. And depending on what monsters you get, like this thing here is going to take a few hits. But you can kill off a lot of the smaller enemies. The only major issue I have had so far with this was on, I think, chunk 3 of 24, when I had two different groups of 4 heroes spawn kind of quite close to each other, and so I had to fight all 8 of them at the same time, and I basically ended up kiting like halfway around the map. So as long as you don't have that happen, you should be fine. I haven't ran into any nemesis yet. I've just had various bosses from throughout the campaign. I think I had Ravna once. I had the Herald of Destruction or the Herald of the Stars. Just bosses like that. What do we got here? So we've got Noveria Stormfire, the Guardian of Soleil. Oh, I've had all 3 of the Guardians now. I've had Dreeg, Soleil, and Bismail. And Galfang I've had a couple times as well. So these, again, these are not Nemesis. These are just campaign bosses. Obviously they're going to be a little bit tougher, but they are still just campaign bosses, and I've been pulling them up here one at a time and murdering them on the side. It's been relatively smooth. I had more trouble with that that pack of 8 champions than I have had with any of the boss rooms at all, so I'm not particularly worried about the boss rooms. Okay, Guardian of Soleil, just like in the campaign, he's going to put goop under your feet. Make sure you move, and you'll be fine. You see purple on the ground underneath you, just, you know, just walk around. And when he dies, make sure you move. Even if you don't think anything's under you, just move. It's definitely worth it. Okay, Galfang here. His breath weapon is decently bad, and if he's alive long enough, he will start throwing meteors at you. There they are. And you just want to maybe stand near some terrain so the meteors can hit the terrain instead of you. But there we go. That's it, we're done. That was Immortal Shadowed Vanquisher. The achievement, you get another skill point. There is a skill point for, I think, level 20. There's one previous as well, so you'll get an achievement. You'll get 2 skill points and 1 attribute point, and there's some lore. The lore will continue if you choose to go deeper as well. So yeah, I've been putting points into Warcry and Break Morale because I've been leaning on this very, very heavily for this. Right, let's claim the reward. So achievement unlocked, and all we have left now is let's go kill Korvaak. So I'm going to, I'll show the loot here, and then I'm going to clean this up. I am going to sell it. I'm going to want the bits for something. Well, not for something. I want the bits for rerolling set items later. And let me see here. Get all the purple items and all of the blueprints. What did we get? So we got Gordrinker's armor. We've got the Farath's cube. What does that do? Oh, it's a Panetti's thing. Rifthound and Bounty Hunter's shoulder guards and Mage Lord's greaves. Then for gloves, we got Valgar's Touch, it's a Vitality caster set, and we got the Barrelsmith's Salvo, which is a set of 2 guns. So that's where we are. I'm going to pause and clean this up, and I will see you back outside of Korvaak. Righty, welcome to the Astral Fields. This is Korvaak's house. He lives just through this door. And all you missed was me running from, I guess here would be the Rift Gate, up here and around the corner and over to here. I killed a single monster on the way, and then I picked up all these potions. So, let's talk about Korvaak. Alright, Korvaak has 4 phases to his fight. In the first phase, he does fire, cold, aether, and physical damage, and he will shred defensive ability, which I don't think we're going to have a problem with. And he will also shred 33 all resistance. So fire, we're above 33% over cap. Cold, same. And aether, also same. Second phase is the same. Fire, cold, aether, and physical, 33 resist shred. Third phase is the same. Fire, cold, aether, 33 resist shred, but also adds in lightning, which we are not okay for, and poison, which we are alright for. So I do have a lightning resist potion, among just like everything else I could find. And his third phase also shreds 33 resistances, so that's fine. His final phase, however, is fire, physical, and lightning, so all the other damage types kind of fall off, but obviously we still need resistances to get to the final phase. And now he's shredding 38. So we need, what's that one? 32. We need lightning, but I think the rest is fine. I don't think he does chaos at all. Does a little bit of aether in the first 3 phases. Doesn't do vitality. So we're fine except for lightning. So the top row there, that's all various resistance types, and he also has an attack that will freeze you. So I've got that for less freeze duration, which is already capped, but I'm not sure if he can shred that, so I'm erring on the side of caution. On the bottom row, we have got Royal Jelly Balm for regen and percent regen, Royal Jelly Essence for 8% more health, Royal Jelly Salve for regen and regen, the Elixir of the Aether for 10% casting speed, the Elixir of the Ancients for offensive ability and physical damage, and the final Royal Jelly there, the Ointment for regen and regen. So let's go ahead and find all of the 900 second ones, because we're going to drink those first. Alright, here we go. I should probably be drinking these in front of him so he can do his little animation and talk, but I think we'll have enough time. Let's go get him. So this is the final fight of the expansion. If we kill our good man Korvaak here, this will be the final hardcore achievement for this character. And I'll be surprised if we can't kill him. I won't be surprised if I do something silly and get myself killed. But we will see. Alright, phase 1. Fight! So this first phase should, I think, be tank and spank with a little bit of don't get hit by too many of those. With that one, you can basically just run directly away, and you should be fine when he does it. If you try to run, or if you don't run early enough, you are more likely to get hit by multiples. So I actually didn't get hit at all there. Okay, first phase is over. Second phase, more of the same, basically. I think this is the ad phase. Either this one or the next one, he'll be bringing friends. Maybe the next one. Still does that same attack. So we just run out. We don't stand in that. And we can kill the effigy. So this is the ad phase. These ads, as long as you keep yelling at them, they should be relatively doable. And he should be almost done here. There we go, we've lined it up nicely, so I'm hitting the Celestial Effigy as well. And there we go. Phase 3 now. So he's adding in poison and lightning damage now. Let's kill off all of his extra friends. Here we go. And just keep yelling at him. When he fills the screen with fire, best thing you can do is just keep attacking. And as always, don't stand in that if you can avoid it. The more you attack, the more you leech. Little hits are not going to kill you. Stopping attacking may. Okay, final phase here. I'm going to start using Mark of Torment. This is the first time I've used it. So it should be fine. May as well use that damage potion as well. Because, just run around a bit. There we go. And this should be the end of him. Just panic hit a potion there. Not sure why. There was absolutely no need for it. And down he goes. There it is, folks. Congratulations if you've been playing along. That is Immortal Celestial Conqueror, the achievement. And that is the end of Korvaak. Now, what did he drop? Looks like it's filtered out, whatever it is. A Mystic Preserver Ring of Frostbite. Well, if that isn't just the worst thing to see as a drop from a final boss. Right, so yeah, that's the end. We'll pop the loot here. And that'll be the end of this playthrough. I will have a couple videos coming up, but as a series, this one is over now. Ordinarily, I would have several other episodes and loot compilations of doing a whole bunch of totems and such to get gear for the final build, and then I would show you the final build. I'm not going to do that this time just because patch 1.2 is so close to release, and actually by the time you see this video, I'm recording it before release, but it may actually air after release, so you may be seeing this after the 1.2 patch release. And then I waffled a whole bunch after that, and I don't want to show that bit. So we're back in town, and I just want to say thank you all very much for watching. This series has been quite long, but we have finally reached the end. We have got all of the achievements we set out to do, and we have an okay build for farming whatever gear you think you need. You can now go and make whatever kind of Death Knight you like, whether that's dual-wielding Aether Death Knight, or a sword and board Aether Death Knight, or any kind of physical vitality, whatever you feel like. You could even do hybrid pets if you want. But whatever you feel like, go forth and farm the gear for it, knowing that you have completed every single hardcore achievement with this character. And on that note, I'm going to end this video and the series, so thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.